That's going to take us on to our next mini lesson. So what I'd like to ask everyone to do is, if they can, open their iTunes U courses. And theoretically speaking, if you have if you're following the outline for the iTunes U course, we're November 5th. You completed your drops in a bucket. I'm also going to ask you to please, as a friendly reminder, make sure you check off any assignment that you're completing, okay? These boxes are there for a reason. It's for you to check them off as you're completing the assignment. So I'm showing you up here what order we're in right now. You've completed the drops in the bucket. When you finish that, you were to get on to sign on to Khan Academy. Now we're here. View the attached link on variables. I want to start this lesson on variables. We're going to kind of like the whole integer lesson. We started with absolute value. We're going to start with a basic and then work up. Okay? So here, I hope you have your headphones. If not, please see if you can borrow one of your neighbors. You guys are going to listen to the video, listen and watch the video. There's two. There's one on variables. There's a second one on algebraic expressions. Once you complete these two, I'll ask for your undivided attention for a mini lesson before you get started on this worksheet. Okay? So I'm going to backtrack and show you the arrow as to where we're at. So you're right here in this slot right here. So please listen to the link video. It's a video link. Go ahead and listen to it. Does everyone have their headphones? Please get your headphones out. Please be so kind as to share with a neighbor if you don't have a set. Okay, can you ask her for them? Unless you can sit and borrow one of the earpieces with Natalie. They're just really short. Please. right under the first one. So one should be, yeah, one is variable and the other one is expression. Simply wait for further instructions. Yes. Please give me a thumbs up if you finish viewing both videos. There's two videos. One is titled Variables. The second one is titled Algebraic Expressions. Again, please give me a thumbs up if you finished viewing both videos. And we'll finish watching the two videos. It's really important that you quickly view them. Two points. Thank you for sharing.
It's like we watch
watching What?
It's like we watch movies. That was weird.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yes.
That's probably what they're doing.
Again. Oh, sorry. Yes. Okay, are we ready?
Yeah. Oh. Are we ready for what?
we want to kind of wrap this up? That's safe to say? No. That was just one. So just go ahead and get that up. Everyone else, I want to ask you about this. Before you get started with your worksheet, pause, please. I want you to maybe help clarify. Okay? And then, what's the definition of a variable? Miss Edwards and Nadia, why don't you guys tag team this? What's the definition of a variable? You watched the video, a short video, right? Like a mini lesson on that. What did you get out of that mini lesson from that video clip? What can you tell me about a variable? Maybe in your own words. How can you share that? Okay, this is on variable or algebraic expression. Okay. Would you like to add something to that? Ms. Nolasco?
They're trying to say it's like that's how they were trying to explain it. A variable is like usually there's like an X or a letter or a symbol, and it's there instead of a number to a function.
Thank you, and that was really what I was looking for. Two keywords she said. A letter, which is a symbol that represents an unknown number. Okay? So the letter doesn't have to just be X. It's not limited to X, Y, and Z or A, B, and C. Okay? It can be R. A variable can be any letter. R. What other letter? Sean? Exactly. That's what she said. But I was asking for a letter. But go ahead. Okay, Q. R. Ramsey, give me an example of a variable, please. Any. X. Okay, that's one that's commonly used. How about one that's not commonly used? Ms. Lopez. I'm sorry, Diaz. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Ms. Diaz. Hi, there we go. Okay. How about another one? Leslie. Star. Okay, that's still on letters, but that would be under symbol, right? Daphne.
You.
No, you. Just kidding. Edwards. E. Okay. Did we just do you have an understanding?
Yes.
Okay. No. Miss Dennis. Go ahead. G. Like homie G. Okay. What happened to O? It's right there. Nothing.
No, put his name right there.
Who else? Natalie. T.
You guys should say
You got it. Look at that. How awesome was that? You got it. Okay. So good job.
You got it.
Now let's move on to algebraic expression. What do you think, or what can you share from the video regarding algebraic expression? How would you define that? Okay. Now, if you notice in your video for variables, the definition was slightly different than what Sarah had mentioned, correct? I want you guys to use your previous knowledge that you've acquired in your math classes to conclude as far as your definition, what your definition is. Okay? Now I want you to try to do that with algebraic expression. They showed you how to solve a math problem in the form of an algebraic expression. However, I'd like for you just to check your understanding, your definition of an algebraic expression. What do you think that would entail? Scott? Do you want me to go back to the video?
Okay.
Would you like to ask for help? Yes? No. Yes. Okay, Daniel, can you help him out? What can you help him define what an algebraic expression is? Not how to solve it. We're not there yet. Just define it.
It's a letter or symbol.
Okay, you got the letter and the symbol correct. There's a missing word or words. What do you think, Hamilton?
It's like you got like parentheses like the letter will represent a number, and you have to use your word of operations.
Okay, we're getting warmer. We're getting warmer. Remember, you guys are trying to solve. You're trying to define how to solve an algebraic expression. I want you to tell me, give me the definition of an algebraic expression. Ray, what do you think? An algebraic expression would help immensely if your listening skills were more intuitive, ladies and gentlemen. Please do not work on the worksheet till we're done.
I didn't get it.
Algebraic expression. Any idea what that definition might be? Mr. Hamilton gave you guys some clues. Daniel gave you guys some clues. Yes, ma'am.
5 G plus
You don't have to solve it. Okay. Now, this is correct. But this has a specific name. What do you think that name is? To describe what an algebraic expression is. What do you think that name is? It is a math. It is a math. I'll give you a clue. It's a word that's used in your English or reading class. It is a math
expression. Variable.
No, I put a period there. It is a math sentence. Okay, that has a variable and symbol. Okay? Gosh. These were some basic concepts I wanted you guys to understand, as well as the terms that will be used for your next assignment. Now, your next assignment is express each phrase as an algebraic expression. Now we're going to jump into the next logical step on this process. Look at number 1. So if you can, please open your worksheet.
What did you just say to me?
Please open your worksheet. And here, what's going to come into play is, again, your background knowledge of your math vocabulary. So think of all the words that you can think of when you're having to multiply a math problem. What are some key words that would indicate that there's a math problem that has to do with computation in the form of multiplication, other than multiply? What other word? What other word? What else? Think of all the ways you can say multiply.
Time.
Product. What else? I heard it here. Times. Okay. Now let's think of that in when you're adding. Clearly. Add. Sum.
Total.
What else?
Outcome.
Plus. I know you're like, that sounds simple, but anything and everything helps. Yes, ma'am.
We're so good.
I'm going to start just finish the assignments to the best of your ability. Okay, and homework. It's already posted. I'm sorry. Coming back to our assignment or to our lesson. What about for subtraction? Let's talk about all the different terms for subtraction.
Difference.
Okay, let's not blur, but yes, difference is one. Subtract is another. What else? Subtract is that. That's I know what. Number one.
Don't say that one.
Minus, what else? Take away, what else? What else? Sometimes they're used to describe certain symbols. Yes. Someone said minus. Someone said take away. Someone said subtraction. It can also sometimes be used for symbols. They describe.
A dash? Subtraction sign.
Minus, what else? Okay, like this. I hope you are picking your nose. How about the word less? What about for addition? I don't think anyone said more. Okay.
I just said. No, if you say more than that means like how many times?
5 times more than.
What about total? It would be like total. How much?
How did I tell you guys about having fun at school? I told you, you're never gonna have fun at school.
I swear
Don't give them any more sugar, all right? It's not his sugar.
There you go.
That's a good point. It also depends on how it's used in the sentence, right? So Miss Espinosa is 5 times more, has 5 years more than, whatever, like you said, right? So you add, how many more years am I on? Yes. All together means what? You're adding, right? Okay, good. Now this again is just to refresh your memory because you guys know a lot of these terminologies. And then for division. Quotient was one. And also one that's used for fraction.
Oh, no, I have that for multiplication.
For dividing, what else? Donna?
Another word for
Donna? What's another word for dividing? In a word, hold on, ladies and gentlemen, please let them allow them some think time.
Dividing. Sorry, I don't want
Yes, dividing, quotient, what else? Share? Share. Oh, okay. Let's see.
That's the answer.
Say again? Okay. Got it? Okay, so as we review, yes. Advisor. Okay, now this part. It is, but we're not required to know the parts of the division problem. It's just words, keywords that tell you. What are you going to do here? Are you subtracting, dividing, multiplying, or adding? Erica, what do you think? Just pay attention. I'm right up here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to wrap this up so you can get started. Okay? But I need all eyes and ears up here, please, on the board. I'm just going to pick a few problems at random. And then I want you to tell me, how am I going to write this word problem, or not word problem, this phrase in an algebraic expression. So, here we go. A number, now remember, we don't know what the number is, so it'll say a number p times 30. Let's see, Edwards, how am I going to write this? A number p times 30. You're not solving it. You're simply writing your number, your algebraic expression, that sentence. P times a number.
So you don't have to figure it
Correct.
out.
We'll get to that point once we learn how to write it in an algebraic expression in the correct order. That's another key thing. Okay, do you want to try it?
Yeah, and I have a text.
Okay, so first let's try it. Guys, please pay attention. Okay, we don't know what P is, right? It's just a number. That's okay. Here's I'm translating for you. A number P, I just translated. A number P times 30. There are several ways of writing a multiplication problem, right? P times 30 is the same as P times 30 is the same as P parentheses 30. These are all the different ways for you to write multiplication problems. Okay? So in math, it says P times, a number P times 30. So you'll see this either this way, P30, or you'll see it as 30P. Most likely you'll see 30P. And what is this again? Translate to, there's your algebraic expression. Doesn't meet the criteria. Doesn't have the variable. And that's the key criteria for an algebraic expression. It has to have the variable. Okay? Did it have it here? Yes, it was G. Did it have it up here? Yes, it was P. Now, some of you who are more analytical, okay, you guys are wanting to solve it. What is P? We're not there yet. As we move on in this lesson, in this unit, you'll be given a number to substitute for P. Then that's when you solve it. But right now, you're simply putting it in an algebraic expression form. Let me try 2 more examples and then I'll take questions, please. Okay. Here we have add 46 to a number X. Add 46. Add 46 to a number X. Correct. Because whatever X is, I'm adding 46 to it. So I need you guys to really pay close attention to the order on what you're reading and how to put it in your final answer. When I was, great, that's a long time ago. But when I came across word problems and when it came to algebraic expressions, I sometimes had to read it more than 2 times to make sure I got the order correct. So what I'm saying is to please, when it says add 46 to a number X, make sure that you're reading it more than 2 times so that you get the order correct. Now, let me ask you this. If I wrote 46 plus X, would I still get the same answer? Yes. Okay. If I wrote 46 plus X, would I still get the same answer? The answer is yes. Because, correct. And the same thing with multiplication. But once it comes to division and subtraction, yeah, that's not always the case. That's why it's really important for you guys to get that order down correctly, get it down right first, okay? Don't jump into solving. I want you to be very meticulous and careful when you are writing your algebraic expression. Please don't do it hastily. Okay? Now, I think there was one more I wanted to review. Subtract 20 from a number k. Subtract 20 from a number k. K, and I'm subtracting 20 from whatever that value of k is. I want you to look at this as I'm reading it in the hopes that it'll click. Look at that algebraic expression. Subtract 20 from a number k. Whatever k is, you're taking 20 away. So k could be $100. And whatever, it could be $100 or it could be $200. However many, whatever the amount is, you're subtracting 20 from it. Okay? That's why it's k first minus 20. I hope that helped a little bit to get you guys started on this assignment. Yes, ma'am. We're not solving it yet. I know. We'll get there. I want you to, again, the focus and the emphasis is the order on how you write your algebraic expression. Are you taking 20 away from something? Are you adding 50 to something? Think about the wording of the phrase as you're working out your math problem, okay? Or as you're writing your algebraic expression. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have no further questions, please begin working on your worksheet. Yes. Again, please take your time. Be meticulous.
Your worksheets won't open.
Mm-hmm.
Was this picture?
What number? That's H. Huh?
Oh, but that's K's. I don't
The difference of a number and 17 of a number. Difference of a number and 17.
So would you do K like H minus 17?
What's the number? The difference of a number H and 17. So what's the number?
17?
No. So what, if you don't know, then what are you writing? Okay, so your variable is an unknown number. Does that make sense? So it's saying difference of a number. What's the number? So what are you writing if you don't know what the number is? Yeah, the variable. Good. So difference of a number H and 17. Just think of the order. Now you know you have H and 17, right? Okay, now think of the order. Difference of a number and 17.
So 17 minus H?
Now tell me why.
Because,
The difference of a number.
yeah, because you're
and
taking it away
17.
from 17.
And that's why I want you to constantly, repeat it to yourself, in your head as you're reading it, because that's what's going to help you, okay? To get the right format. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. There's some right up there on the counter. Oh, man. Mm. Does this have? Oh, it doesn't. Yep. Good. So as soon as you're done with that worksheet, go ahead and email it to me. And then there's an extra practice worksheet that I want you guys to continue working on from yesterday. Okay, remember you're going to work on that in small increments throughout the week. Mhm.
So for the next worksheet,
I'm sorry?
We do the practice review.
Mhm.